the Ahmed Abubakar Howdy-led administration with lots of achievements to his name. The leading role that Nscdc plays in maintaining peace and security in Nigeria today has proven that the man possessed the prowess and capacity to lead one of Nigeria's foremost paramilitary organizations. A brief historical check showed that it was birthed in 1967 at the emergence of the Nigerian Civil War for the protection of the civilian population in Lagos, which was the then Federal Capital Territory. It became a national security outfit in 1984 and earned its full-fledged status as a federal paramilitary organization with the enactment of the Nscdc Act 2003 as amended in 2007. Today, the organization is a member of the International Civil Defense Organization (ICDO). It is a well-known fact that training is a pedestal upon which performance, skills, competencies, and productivity in any organization revolves. Recognizing the importance of training in the overall interest, growth, and development of any organization, the core management has prioritized training, with training and staff welfare in its avowed commitment to motivate and further enhance the capacity of personnel for operational efficiency, cognizant of the prevailing security situation in the country. In March 2021, thousands of the core personnel have been trained across all states command and the national headquarters in drills, arms weapon handling, counter-terrorism training, surveillance, and intelligence gathering, amongst others, to further enhance their skills and competence on the job. To this end, the CG has decided to sharpen the skills and competencies of personnel to effectively cope with security challenges of the present posed by dangerous development in the country by strengthening the capacity and manpower needs of the Corps through aggressive training and retraining. 8 gunboats fully equipped with security gadgets were commissioned in Port Harcourt, Rivers State and distributed to the Niger Delta Command, including Lagos, to protect critical national assets and fight oil thieves escaping through the waterways.
Let me therefore use this medium to assure the federal government and the people of this great country that the Corps is determined more than ever before and fully committed to the war against oil theft and illegal oil bunkering, and will therefore make judicious use of this operational equipment to take the war to the doorstep of these economic brigands and saboteurs.
The purchase of gunboat is no doubt a calculated attempt to stop the sabotage of Africa's largest economy and leading oil exporter with the largest natural gas reserves. As the lead agency in the protection of critical national assets and infrastructure, Nscdc took up the fight against oil pipeline vandals, oil thieves, illegal oil refineries, illegal oil bunkerers, and the likes with renewed vigor across the country. Over 870 suspects had been arrested and prosecuted, with about 580 convictions in the period under review. This renewed fight against economic saboteurs, oil thieves, and illegal bunkerers led the Commandant General on a walking visit to Rivers State, where he visited the Nscdc jetty to inspect various exhibits confiscated from different groups of vandals and illegal oil bunkerers.
They have now resorted in breaking the pipe, putting them, removing them. After getting the product, they resell the pipe. And these are examples of Ajib pipeline. We have arrested a lot of them, not only in Rivers, arrested of them in Bayelsa, in Delta. It's a pure act of economic sabotage.
He praised the effort of the ever-gallant officers and men of the Corps who were working assiduously to combat the menace of vandalism, oil theft, illegal oil refinery, and other associated crime. He also promised better working conditions and equipment for the tasks ahead of them.
You can see the badge. You can see this canoe. It's larger, it's bigger than the other one. Now these are called Cotonou boats. It's a nickname that they gave to the canoes. And like I told you, each canoe here loaded can take about 2, 3, 4 trailers loaded. And they use these drums. You can see these drums. They use it and each canoe can take about 150 drums. And all these exhibits were obtained within these 2 months.
At the same time, the Corps is making concerted effort to checkmate cases of attack on critical national assets and infrastructure in its determination to stamp out nefarious activities of criminal elements involved in this unwholesome act. The Corps has since made several arrests and prosecutions, while a lot of convictions have been recorded, especially in a renewed onslaught on Vandals, oil thieves, amongst others. We're making concerted effort to checkmate incidents and cases of attacks on critical national assets and infrastructure, among others, in its determination to stamp out nefarious activities of criminal elements involved in this unwholesome act. As Africa's largest economy and leading oil exporter, with the largest natural gas reserves, the Corps has taken up the fight against oil pipeline vandals with a renewed vigor across the country. Significant strides have been made by the Corps in its effort to effectively deliver on its mandate and in addressing the growing insecurity in the country. Dr. Ahmed Abubakar, the MNI, hits the ground running, looking at all the aforementioned which were attained in just 1 year. He has redefined civil defense in Nigeria, improving security. This agency, Nigeria Security and Civil Defense Corps, will do better and greater under this new breed of leadership. CGRD is set on the forward trajectory, and Nscdc will surely go upward. Setting up of the CG Special Intelligence Squad, CGSIS, with a mandate to carry out overt and covert intelligence operations to nip crime in the bud, was also being applauded, as the squad have been involved in combating criminalities head-on with arrest of bandits, kidnappers, fraudsters, and a host of others to their credit. The CGSIS campaign against economic saboteurs, especially pipeline vandals and oil thieves, is also yielding tremendous results across the country. State commands have also stepped up the anti-vandal war and have taken the battle to the doorstep of these nefarious elements and destroyers of our Commonwealth, with massive arrests being recorded nationwide. Today, the trajectory of the Corps has changed. Nscdc is now doing well, more than ever before, and marching forward under a new breed of leader that is set on a new trajectory of effectively securing lives and protecting critical national assets and infrastructure.
And I want to use this opportunity to thank and appreciate our colleagues, other services. There has been a very effective synergy between our Corps and those services, and to also pledge that we should this synergy should be strengthened the more and should be continued.
He praised the effort of the ever-gallant officers and men of the Corps who are working assiduously to combat the menace of vandalism, oil theft, illegal oil refinery, and other associated crime. He also promised better working conditions and equipment for the tasks ahead of them.
We have come with a renewed vigor to make sure that we nip this economic sabotage in the bud. And you know that pipeline vandalism is an economic sabotage.
Noting that oil, as a mainstay of the economy, is very central and germane to our survival as a nation, hence must be guarded and protected without compromise.
Still, our mainstay is oil. And if we don't take care of this facility, how will the country develop? But we have seen that really these days, government is trying to diversify, to turn back to our olden days of agriculture and other minerals. But for now, we still know that oil is still the mainstay of the economy. That is how the economy of the country survives. And civil defense, by law, is asked to protect these facilities. And we are doing just that.
The CG also warned vandals to relocate to another country as anyone caught will be liable to punishment.